Oh, I didn't do the neck muscles. What are these? This muscle right here?
Digastric?
Sternocleidomastoid.
Sternocleidomastoid. Okay.
Right? And then the one going straight down is the sternohyoid. Very good. All right.
Oh, you can see the digastric on this one though, right? Because that's the head.
I don't think you could see it very well. On the cat, we can see it.
Yeah, yeah.
But not on this guy. Okay? All right. I don't know if you, I think we went over almost everything. Actually, the skull. We go over the skull a little bit.
Here comes.
All right, skull. You guys ready for the skull?
Sure.
7 bones that make up the orbit. Remember that? Yeah. Right. We have the one right here. Which one's this one?
Frontal.
Frontal. Okay. I'm gonna use a non-colored one. So. Okay. So the one right here is then what?
Nasal.
Nasal. All right. One by its tear ducts is what?
Lacrimal.
Lacrimal. What was behind it? The green one behind it? Ethmoid. What was the one all the way back behind the
Sphenoid.
Sphenoid. And then what is this bone right here?
Zygomatic.
Zygomatic. And then what is this bone right here?
Maxilla.
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 Very good. 7 bones that make up.
I have a quick
question.
My classmate said she has a lab with Brittany and only take 6 bone of the orbital because the nasal bone is not really connected to the.
Okay, is that well?
Yeah, how's.
Yeah,
You want us to do it, Nathan?
Well, when I Kathleen Devlin has 7, and she includes the nasal bone. That's how I introduce 7. I guess if you want to be super technical, it's barely touching, but it's still, I don't know. I still consider it part of it. So I will accept nasal. I will high chance I won't ask for all 7. But I will ask you what bones make up the orbit. Name me, I don't know, maybe the 3, right?
Okay.
Not like all 7, right? But well, I can, but
Yeah.
it's good to know all 7 though. Do you guys remember what bones make up the bony palate?
And the pterygoid.
Pterygoid plates, very good. Left and right maxilla, palatine, which is this bone right here, right? The one right. If you run your tongues behind the front incisors, and then till you hit that soft spot, right before that. So this region is the palatine bone, okay? And then these are the pterygoid plates on the side, okay? Very good. Do you guys remember the foramens? Foramina, sorry. The one that we put a hole through and it comes out the eyes, what? Optic canal, right? And then after that, in the sphenoid bone, so in the sphenoid bone, we had the rows, right?
Yes.
R is what?
Rotundum.
Rotundum. O is S. Spinosum. Very good. The big O in the center is what? Foramen magnum. Just anterior to that, we have the pair of what?
Hypoglossal.
Hypoglossals. Really small ones, right? Remember that? Right? Hypoglossal. What nerve goes through the hypoglossal foramen?
Hypoglossal.
Hypoglossal nerve. Pretty easy, right?
It's only 1, 2.
I know. With the jelly bean shaped, jugular.
foramens.
What 3 things run through the jugular nerve? Jugular
Vein.
foramen, sorry.
Jugular veins.
11.
Oh,
Oh, you're going to talk
what
about
nerves?
it
What nerves?
1911.
Vagus,
1911.
accessory, and glossopharyngeal.
Vagus, accessory, and glossopharyngeal. Without looking. Right. This is pretty creepy. All right. This region right here, this hard region right here, is what? This is the petrous portion. Make sure you guys don't freak out when you guys see this. This is the petrous portion of the temporal bone, right? And what's inside? Middle ear bones. Middle ear.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh, that's scary. Don't say that. Okay, don't like ghost stories, please.
It's okay, we're here.
All right. All right. This structure right here is what?
Chaucersica?
Or Salaturcica.
This is the sella turcica, right? And pituitary gland sits on top of it. Very good. What hole was just next to the sella turcica?
Foramen lacerum.
Lacerum. Foramen lacerum. Very good. All right. Almost. We have 2 more things. Let me talk about the articulation stuff of the head. Right. This is what bone? And this bone is what bone?
Temporal.
Zygomatic arch is formed right here, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's the temporal process of the zygomatic bone and the zygomatic process of the temporal bone, right?
Yes.
Fused together forms the zygomatic arch. Right. Very good. And then we had one joint that was formed. temporal mandibular joint, and that was formed by what?
Masto-
Condylar
oh,
process of the mandible and mandibular fossa of the temporal bone.
temporal bone
Right. Together we have the TMJ, temporal mandibular joint.
joint.
Yeah. So much words. Internal auditory meatus, right? Right. What goes through there? Facial's one.
And the
Internal auditory meatus.
Oh, vestibular
collider. Exactly. Eyes, right? That was one of the
Yeah.
questions today, I guess. All right. Very good. Oh, and then last but not least, we have this bone right here.
Scribiform plate with the cristagal.
Cristagal.
That's part of what bone though? Ethmoid.
And then the olfactory.
Okay. And olfactory nerves. It would sit right here, right, on the side like that. Okay. Very good. And then, what is this? The sphenoid.
Greater wings of the sphere.
Is this the greater wing or the?
No, lesser. Yeah.
And then the greater wing is
No,
right
no,
here.
okay.
or outside.
Yeah, or yeah. Very good. Oh man. What splits the nasal cavity in half?
The vomer.
Vomer. What bone? This is the vomer bone. Very good. Very good. All right. I think you guys are pretty much set. So I'll go ahead and give you guys 5 minutes.